In this world that we are living in, there is too much of what gross what darkness. It takes your what intercession in prayers to provoke your life and to make sure that Satan does not dim your light. That is why you need a prayer life, not a prayer point. Don't let your focus be on prayer points. Prayer point is good. You can pray a prayer point today, you switch tomorrow. You can be tired. But a prayer life is consistent. There is a season in life when we feel stuck in pain, stuck in business, having unanswered prayers. Looks like there's a pattern or there's a kind of circle in your life. You get to this point, you get to that point, it feels like the next point you went to is even worse than the previous point you were in. Don't give up. Persistent faith. Persistent faith is not passive. It's not something I can put in your hand. Persistent faith is not in only one day service. Persistent faith is your persistent growth. Faith is your stand in what you want and not in what the world wants for you. Why do you need to persist in faith? It's your persistence in faith that will determine how far, how big you'll become in life. A lot of persons play faith. They talk faith but they don't have faith. And in this kingdom you can't play faith, because if you play faith you will fail. If you talk faith and you can't do faith, you will still fail. There's a very large difference between playing faith and what? Doing what? Faith. The now faith we are talking about is a faith where you are seeing that this thing is not looking right. Everybody is seeing that it's not right, but you are telling them that it's right. People are complaining that the country is gone, the country is bent, the economy is scattered. You are saying it's not like that for me. My economy is very sweet. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 they say, for we walk by faith, not by what? Sight. I am not moved by my present. I understand that I have a what? An expected end. And my end is glorious. My end is fruitful. My tomorrow is bright. This will play a very strong key role in your improvement and in your growth in faith. Because there is one very strong thing that can reduce your faith. Every time you are trying to grow your faith and you can still lose the fact that, hey, are you sure this thing is going to work? You are killing your faith. You might never be able to break that breakthrough. Because at that moment you are playing faith. You are praying for a particular thing. It has not come to pass. Keep praying. Stay on it. God is not a dead door. He said it. He will what? Do it. Call unto me. I will answer you. There is nothing you ask for that God will not give to you. But God's timing will be different from the word timing. It takes your faith for you to what? Hold on to his timing. Because Satan can delay. Satan can shift your mind away from God's timing. He can replace the calendar if you give him the chance. And how do you give a chance? When you become impatient with God. It must not happen in your own pace. Leave it for God. You understand what you are passing through today. Hold on. Be persistent in your faith. Make sure that your faith is persistent. Because every time you ask for God, he has helped you. Unless you pray with a mouth that has complications with SIM. When you are studying the school of SIM, it's going to be difficult for those prayers to be answered. I know my sheep. My sheep what? Knows me. You can't be in two universities at the same time. There will be light or with darkness. You have to choose one. You either go to God and we won't spit you out. Believers play Christianity and they still have the liver to blame God. They live in sin. They ask from God. When God doesn't give them, they say God is bad. But sometimes when I see some things and I hear some certain things, I just ask myself, if this person should ask him to herself, if you are God, your own lifestyle, you will create answer yourself. The way you treat people, the way you treat others, the way you live your life, I don't care. If you are God, will you answer your own prayer? Your life must please God if you want to have a faith that will give results. So that it doesn't look like you are trying to grow your faith, but you are still dealing with secret sin. So these two things, there's a problem. God calls us not to give up, but to be persistent in faith. Unrelenting and active. Faith is bold. Faith is I stand in what I believe. There is no victory for Satan anymore. You have victory. You have hope. You can even make mistakes and come back to God for forgiveness. Satan cannot be forgiven. Be bold in what you believe in. Be bold in the God that you believe in. As God say, let the weak say what? Strong. Let the poor say what? Rich. Because of what the Lord has done. He has done it.